este video que dice, ¿qué raza viernes?
Whatever you want to do, no?
It's a little kid.
Can you check it? And then it's okay if you press the button, so sure. Oh, we're good? It's good?
It's just me.
Come on. Come on. Come here.
We got it?
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Come on.
Come on, little kid.
Say that.
Let him be.
Alright, sorry. Oh, that's your thing. Alright. So I have to readjust the camera.
You're in the perfect position.
You're not gonna be.
Come here, Osvaldo. Sit on my legs.
Very inappropriate.
In the workplace, huh?
Conversations, yeah. This is a child-friendly channel, dude.
Here.
The media player
Check that
pauses.
camera. Muévelo más para acá. Right, lo mueves para acá. How is it? And then try to put it up.
No, move it to you.
My-
Or to you. To you coming up. Just a tiny bit.
More?
A tiny bit to us. That's fine.
There we go.
Yep.
And then, wait, put your phone down.
That's fine.
Camilo, put your phone down. Like put it on the table. Right there.
Yo, we're on pure Wi-Fi. Yeah, who cares?
Okay. Now, get your phone again. And then look at your phone.
A tiny bit to us. This one looks blurry.
Yeah, there we go.
This one? Oh, I think it's because it's the light. Osvaldo, can you hit the light a little brighter? Just a little now? Somewhere? You're tall as me. Go. Is it still blurry?
Let's get it better.
Oh, keep going.
The one in the mirror is blurry.
Better?
How's that looking? Is it focusing my hand or not?
Yeah, that's much
Just
better.
look a bit.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good?
Okay. That should be good then.
It's more focused for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
It's yellow.
This one?
Hey, it's my skin. What can I do
Did you
about it?
say it looks good?
Yellow.
Oh, how's that?
It could be because of the lights around too.
Like a Simpson.
Oh, I got it to work. Yep.
The one in the mirror is blurry. How's that looking? Is it focusing my hand or not? There we go. Good? That should be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Make sure, gentlemen, if you guys can share the link.
I
Nobody's.
just want the cameras
Come on, Sai, get in here.
in its views.
That one's good. That one's really good.
I'm checking and it looks great. All of them look, they all look great. There's a lot of delay on the stream, but it's because we're on Wi-Fi. But that's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, we do have the Ethernet, but it's just because
No, that's fine, yeah.
So, like I said, as soon as you feel like I'm starting to get serious, that's when it goes. Right now, just keep comfortable.
I can get serious right now if you want.
So, just to give you a quick overview. So, look, it's basically just going to be focused on, like, your story, right? And then from there, we're going to
That's
talk
harsh.
about culture identity. No, we'll focus on your journey.
What is your story?
Like, focused on your journey from, like,
Come from Guatemala.
Nicaragua, you said?
It's similar. The people used to confuse them.
Nicaragua and Colombia?
No. You want a bitch? For once you were serious, huh?
it's like, I meant that one, Camilo.
We can talk about whatever you guys want.
No, but it's just basically because that's how we're going to end up at culture identity, because this is where the conversation came from. So it's just doing a general checkup on you, and anything you want to get off your chest quickly and nicely, do that. And then we won't go straight deep into your personal story, but we'll go like, I'm going to, so just, I'm going to give you everything. But you know what I mean?
Start. You can start whenever.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who's in here and who's not in here, but if you're in here,
Just us. Fuck it. Why not?
I appreciate everybody and whoever's going to watch it. Welcome to the Higher Thought Cast. My name is Jesus, or HT, and today I have a good friend, a business partner, goofy looking dude,
Goddamn.
good hearted person, loves sparkling water. Camilo.
Well, you got me into that, actually.
Yeah, that one's on me. How long ago was that?
More than a year. Because I never liked sodas anyways, and you told me
That's
that
not a soda.
No, that's what I used to drink, so that's why I never had a problem with it. I just drink water, I guess.
When did you stop drinking sodas?
Never? Soda?
You never drink soda.
I never do.
I don't remember ever seeing.
Not because of diet, not because anything, I just don't drink it.
Why though? You just don't like it?
I don't know, I guess a trauma coming from my fatty ass back then.
Oh, okay, got you. So it's more of a.
Not even back then, but since it's pretty much related to it.
It's pretty much related to it.
Obesity?
Oh, okay. So, because when you were trying to get better, that was one of the big things. So
It was never a big thing, but I knew it was related a lot to losing weight
So
and
you
everything.
just
So I was
stayed
like,
away
okay,
from
I
it.
don't drink it, but I'm going to stay away from it.
Oh, so you almost did it on purpose, so it shouldn't be a trauma. It should be like a tool, like you knew it
I don't
helped
know.
you, it motivated you.
Maybe. I don't know. I
Get
guess.
comfortable. Get comfortable. Come on, move around. So,
Alright.
so thanks for being here, Camilo. Appreciate it. This took a bit. We had some technical difficulties and whatnot, but the team's in here. Look at Jose, Osvaldo. Good trip in here. They're being shy today, but they'll be on camera soon, ladies and gentlemen. So how you doing, Camilo? How's everything? I think it's been a while since. I mean, obviously, we see each other. Obviously, we work together. We see each other, right? We even spend other times outside of studio office together. But how are you doing? How's everything? How are you feeling at this point in your life?
It's been good. I think everything's great. Like, after all, I don't know, like a lot of things had to happen for you to evolve, I guess. So this is a really good point in my life right now. Because I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm progressing, advancing, evolving too.
In which way? What do you mean by
Everything. Like, I feel like everything is turning into a good side of a story, I guess.
It's good. So everything is more positive now.
It's positive. It's
the
positive,
change
yeah.
seems a little more
I left
positive.
negativity behind already, yeah. Like, I went through a lot and everything's cool. Everything's great. I am grateful
You're great.
for everything I have. But how about you?
I'm doing well too. It's great, hey, ladies and gentlemen. The team is killing it out here. No, but anyways, no, I'm good too. I am good too. I have a lot of good positive stuff, but I won't if we're being real. I still have my days where they're not the best, but we get them through and we don't complain.
Everybody does, yeah.
We gotta
That's
continue.
life.
So, this conversation started because you went back, right? And this is what, the third time you go back to your home country?
Second.
Colombia?
Guatemala. No, yeah, Colombia.
So it's the third time?
It's the second time.
It's the second time, right?
Yeah.
So, let's slow down. Hey, we gotta keep it in. This is how we're gonna do it. Let's go.
That's fine.
So, first, obviously you came, how old were you? You were 16, 17?
16.
You migrated to the U.S. with your family, right?
Yeah.
And you finished out, junior and senior, or just senior year?
Both.
Both. So just to give people a little context of my good friend Camilo here. So, and then how long was it before you went the first time to Colombia?
4 years.
4 years?
4 years.
So 4 years it took for you to go back after you came here at 16.
Yeah.
So let's start there. How was Colombia that first time? So you already kind of integrated yourself here. You're slowly starting to adapt. You're starting to learn the language. You're going through the school system. You're learning how it goes. You're working. Before you had the job you have now, you had multiple, 3 or 4 jobs before, right?
Just one no, chicken restaurant.
Chicken restaurant.
Yeah.
Is it Pollo Rico?
Rico Pollo, yeah.
Rico Pollo, myself, Alexis, sorry, but
There's a lot of people that call it Pollo Loco, dude. Like, and it was not even that. Like, that restaurant just got here like 2 months, 3 months ago or so. I don't know, maybe 6. There's a lot of people that call that. Yeah, and call it Pollo Loco
me
too.
too, that's how I remember. Yeah, hey man, they have some good chicken sometimes.
But no, it was Rico Pollo for
It was
sure.
that, and then you ended up at an office job, right? So we don't have to go through, right?
I was really lucky. Yeah, no, I ended up at an office job really soon, really fast.
And then you also ended up graduating high school and you started going to college, right?
Yeah, high school and college.
So you're already starting to adapt. You're already starting to be in this new environment, this whole new shift of culture around you as far as how you function in your everyday life. These guys. Do I need to take the controller with the gentleman? Jeez.
Oh, the France colors.
Oh, sorry, Jose. Sorry, you're doing a good job,
I'm
Jose.
trying to control the ball.
Well, why you keep clicking on? It's the same thing, huh? It's the same.
It's different control.
Can you put it on a solid color for me as well, please? Anyways, but so you were developing a new lifestyle. You were understanding how to kind of reach your goals here. New language, new environment, new everything for you. So talk about that a little bit, like, because I was lucky enough that I kind of got to witness it a little bit here and there, and well, I did get to witness it. I won't say I didn't, but not all the way. How maybe adding. So how was that for you? That part. So you're here, high school.
Well, it was hard. There were a lot of cultural barriers, I guess. Language, first of all, it was really weird for me to go to class with middle schoolers, basically, freshmen. So basically, yeah, because I was.
Explain that. I didn't see. That's what I mean. I didn't know that.
Because I was taking classes with the school, so they made me take English 1, 2.
There's different levels, like elementary, middle school, and high school.
Oh.
That's what he said, like middle schoolers.
So you had to retake.
No, so they made me take English 1
Okay.
with the freshmen in high school.
Oh, in high school.
Basically, and then English 2 with the seniors. No, with the, I don't know what's next to freshmen. Sophomore with sophomores, then English 3 with juniors, and English 4 with seniors.
So all your English classes you deadly
In the same
from
year.
beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning.
Okay. So see, I didn't know that. So okay.
So it was just me with 16 taking classes with 14 years olders,
15 years old and stuff.
and it was just weird.
Well, why? The age difference?
The age.
You felt like an adult at that point?
Because I finished high school in Colombia, so it was really weird. So I knew a lot of stuff already.
So
They
what-
just made me retake English classes and everything just because that's the way it was in here, in the US.
So what? In Colombia you graduated at 16?
Yeah.
Damn. Son.
I started young. I started at 4.
You did start young.
Yeah.
But
And
was that kindergarten or preschool over there? Or
no,
straight
kindergarten, straight kindergarten.
school? Okay.
I don't think we do preschool.
I mean, I really found out the other day we do preschool here. And I guess I went to preschool too.
No, it was just kindergarten, and then over there we just have 11 years. So that's why I guess I finished earlier.
Okay. So
But yeah.
So the school was already difficult. You had to do a lot of stuff that you were already.
It was
you know,
not hard. It was just the language.
is it
Because the school was not hard at all.
Yeah. You breathe. I remember you breezing to that. Super easy.
It's because high school. I mean, maybe it was just my high school. Because
So-
I don't know.
So tell us about that, because I think a lot of people don't understand where these other countries that the education is like it's a little faster, it's a little higher level as far as the pace and how they kind of present it and teach it, right?
Over there? Yeah.
Just the,
Oh no, yeah, it's a lot different. Yeah, I don't know. Over there is like you're in a room and that's your classroom, and it's the same classroom the whole day. Like you don't go to other classrooms. You don't have the lockers. You don't have anything. It's just you, classmates, I guess, and then you start to call them friends at some point.
yeah.
And then it was just the same every day. We had a schedule, and then we couldn't change that. Like over there, we don't choose. We don't have select elective classes or
It's
anything.
just what it is. Right?
It's just what it is. They just give us what we need to take, and then we just take it. And it was different, cause I don't know. Here it was easier. I don't know. We have free food. We do have free food in here, even though it's not the best one, but it's free.
It was not
Like
free
lunch.
over there?
No, it's not free over there.
How much is like a regular lunch in American dollars?
I mean, it was not that expensive back then. 2015, 2014 was like 2,000 pesos. That's
What
what.
was that?
That was not even a dollar.
Oh, okay. So that's when like maybe the American dollar was a little higher. Right?
No, it was lower.
Lower.
Just because inflation and whatever that's been happening lately. But now it was still like 3,000 pesos. My parents used to give me 2K. I mean 2,000 pesos for lunch every day, 5 days of the week.
5 years. Oh, look at you.
So it's like 10,000 pesos, but that's like $2
Yeah.
a week.
So is that what the currency is in Colombia? Pesos.
Pesos, but they're different pesos.
It's just the word.
It's just the word. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing that is the same is the word. But the pesos, 5,000 pesos.
They look different and everything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everything is-
Yeah, that's why I was
is-
asking. Do you guys still have coins and stuff?
Yeah, we use coins a lot.
Yeah.
Because, well, the culture of the debit card, the plastic money is not
It's not
instated over
it's-
there already.
it's not oh, okay.
I mean, it is, but it's not as it
It's
is
not
here.
as common. It's not,
It's not common. It's not regular.
as like yeah. So all right. So you were going through that, and then you graduated high school, and then
Here.
yeah. And then what was going on after that?
Well, I graduated high school. Then I started college right away. I went to a community college at first,
Yeah.
and then it was better. It was a bit harder. I remember my first class was public speaking.
Yeah.
So I was really curious, interesting, because I didn't speak any English back then. So all my presentations, I had to have my what is it? We call that
Notepad.
cheat sheets.
Cheat sheets. Gotcha.
Or the small ones too, the study
Pad or
notes,
notepad.
the study notes,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
at my hands for all my presentations. I had to do that.
How long were you doing that for? Like, how long were you using?
Like 6
hard
months.
notes?
Like 6 months. I remember my first presentation. I didn't use cheat sheets or anything like that. It was for my business communications class, and I did it on since we were talking about misunderstandings in business.
Yeah.
So I used the Neymar case actually for the PSG, Barcelona PSG. Because I remember Barcelona and even Piqué, when he was captain, he was like, no, he's gonna stay and everything. Everyone thought he was gonna stay, but he didn't. He left just because money and a lot of other factors.
Yeah.
So that was my first presentation. I didn't need anything to guide me. It was just me talking.
6 months.
6 months in college.
In 6 months in college. And at that point, were you comfortable? Were you still kind of holding back? Were you still trying?
I was on the back. Even nowadays, I hold back because I know I have a weird accent, but it's okay. That's what identifies me, I guess.
Exactly. What accent? Like that was.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it was weird because I knew they were judging me. But that's how you feel whenever you're adapting.
So you could really hear it, right?
Yeah. That was what 4 years ago, maybe. It was my first college year. It was my first semester too.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in college for more than 4 years already.
No, I know you have. You already got your associates, right?
I'm working on my bachelor's.
So
Yeah.
congrats. About to get the bachelor's soon. So at this point, and even now, you're kind of, you live here, you exist here, you are here, you are creating life, you are progressing a lot with your own family, with your parents, with your cousins, and you're growing, right? This is where you're at now. So can you kind of go into how that first experience back after that first trip? Like, how was that first time back in your home country, the only thing you knew for a good while? So how was that first trip?
It was weird because it didn't feel like home anymore. Well, I guess first time.
So already you started feeling that.
It was just weird. It didn't feel like home. I didn't know a lot of things. Like everything changed, and I guess that's how it is supposed to be. But anyways, it was just weird, like to see that all of my friends they grew apart.
Yeah.
Everyone was different. Like whatever we used to do 6, 7, even 10 years ago, it was not the same. And I guess that will happen in any group of friends because you will go to college and the other one will start working, the other one will go to a different city or whatever. But it was just weird. It didn't feel like home, and I felt weird.
So already at the first trip, you were struggling with that question, like, what's like the cultural identity at that point? It sounds like, because I didn't know that. I didn't know you were already feeling that.
I was a lot more patriotic back then. I don't know if I'm saying that
about
my the country I was born at.
Yeah, Colombia.
Colombia. I was more patriotic. I felt it more back then. Whenever I went back the first time, I was like all happy and shit to see my family and friends. Obviously, I knew it was not gonna be the same, but at the same time, I was excited. I was like, okay, I'm going back. But then everything started to change. Like even though right now, this may be hard to say, but whenever I see some Colombian fellows around me, it feels weird because I don't have the same at this point of my life. I don't have the same customs, I guess. Like what I'm trying to say with this is whatever we do that characterizes us as Colombians, I don't do that anymore.
Okay. Whoa. Let's. I like what you're going. So, did that already start at that first trip? And then you came back with that feeling, or you had it even before that first?
No, not before. During the transition from the first one to the second one.
Oh, so from the first one, so the second one. Is
The
that
first one, it was weird. I was uncomfortable, but the impact was not that hard.
You kind of didn't look at it as a big deal still.
No,
Like,
it was not a
like,
big deal for me at all.
"Ya soy colombiano." Like, it
And I
was-
felt proud of being Colombian.
No, yeah.
And I do right now, but not at the same level as back then.
Okay. Yeah, because I do remember, like, even after the first trip, like, even certain things, like, we couldn't really discuss yet, right? Certain things were still kind of tight close to your chest. Because you know me, I've always been on you. I'm like, you're going to have to be American now. Like, this is it.
You always, yeah.
I was like, this, you have to be this way. Like, yes, love your country, love where you were born, but now you're here, right? So we started that conversation. So before we get into the second trip, because you're getting into it, did you have any thoughts here? Like, especially because you know your progress, you're doing okay for yourself. You're a hard worker. You're about to get your bachelor's degree.
Any thoughts on what?
You are happily married. Just did you have those thoughts like before the second trip? Were you already questioning it within yourself? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's because the first time I went back, I missed this. I miss my house, my apartment, my job. I miss college. I miss my friends. I miss whatever I was doing here.
that's on the first trip.
That was the first trip for sure.
Okay.
So whenever I went to Colombia the first time, I was missing all this stuff.
Right.
So while I was over there, I was thinking like, well, what I would be doing if I was over there, or what I would be doing if I was at the office with my friends, or talking to someone, I don't know, doing some stuff,
Yeah.
or even the little details, like, because I got to know the city a lot, because I used to walk and take the bus and everything. But
When you used to go to your classes, right?
I used to go to the campus and everything, so I used to take the train, the bus, and everything, and I guess my routine. That's what I'm trying to say.
And you felt it right away, like, because you missed it.
Yeah.
You felt it, you're like, oh, this is different. I couldn't do this here if this was a weird.
It was weird because I felt like that country was not made for me. My aunt's telling me that she cannot listen to your questions. She cannot hear you.
Can I hear me? Can you turn on my mic? Am I good? It's the second one over here, closer to you. Right there, yeah. Turn that one up. That should be mine. How am I sounding in the headphones?
Which way, to the left or to the right?
Move the cable a bit. The left one. Yeah, that one. That one you're
Yeah,
moving.
go. Can you hear me? Anything good?
I mean, which way do I twist this?
Yeah, let me see. You got, let's see. Anything yet?
I did it all this way to the right. It's supposed to go this way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be this. No, you had it. A ver, do you hear me? Yo,
No.
Mute my mic.
yo.
Yeah, that didn't sound.
Yeah, I don't even think.
Oh, now they're telling me that they can listen good.
Yeah, it's okay. Talk to them. I don't know what I'm doing. Talk to them. Yo, mic check.
No, Javi just give us the good.
Yeah, right there. Do you
Yeah,
hear me on the
we good.
headphones?
He gave us thumbs up. We're good.
Okay, alright, cool. Apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen, but we are live and things happen live. It's real life. So you were saying, Camilo, so you felt like you were bigger than the country at this point.
I felt big. No, I was not bigger than any country.
No, not bigger, but you felt like it was.
Yeah, got it.
I didn't mean to say it like that. No, but what I meant, you were saying that there was not almost like enough resources for you to be the person you needed to be.
Yeah, my purposes and intentions were bigger than my possibilities at that country.
Yeah.
And yeah, I felt that really hard, and I felt bad. I felt sad for my friends. Well, not because they're not doing good. It's more or less because the possibilities that we have here in this first world country, of course, they're different. Like here, you can aim to a whole different thing, like a whole different future. Whatever you want to have, you can have it. Like everything, it's not easier, but you can actually have it and get it, whatever you want. Over there, it's really hard to get
really hard.
certain things.
So, and this is on your second trip, right?
The first one.
This is
I
already
rated the first one.
You already started feeling bad. Ya te sentías, no te sentías a gusto around like the people you've known your whole life.
Yeah, and it's the first thing I thought, but then it was like, okay, when I came back from the first trip, I was like, okay, here I don't whenever I buy something, I don't even check the price. I mean, I'm not telling big things.
No,
I like whenever you go to Walmart, I'm like, okay, I like this one.
Shoes.
Yeah, nah, it's different.
We're Team Humble over here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Team Humble over here, okay?
Not a certain guy in the engineering
one
section.
of our teammates is a little flamboyant, you know.
700 Balenciaga shoes. Fuck, dude.
I bought some shoes.
Dude, no, for real. This is let's make a thing intersection right here.
I'm down.
We're having lunch, but let's make a pause. We're having lunch, and then he was showing me the Adidas app where you enter the draws on the thing, and then he was like, "Oh, look, this I just entered the draw to see if I can win these shoes." And we're this really weird Yeezys, like this. They look like
The
a
foam?
fucking
The
the foams.
The future foams?
And he was like, whatever. And he was like, oh shit, I won. And then he told us at the whole table like, oh shit, I didn't even check the price. It was $220, dude.
No, but look, I'll give my good friend over there some bail. All right, go ahead, Osvaldo, go ahead. So, go ahead,
I thought they were like 90.
bro.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a cool 150. I bet you.
But the Caminos were 500.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a really good.
No, he's he's not explaining the whole situation.
No, but just.
Hey, let's talk about that.
Oh, do you want to talk about? Okay, I entered the draw for two times on different accounts for the same shoe.
Let's go.
And what is it? What happened? That we won both. We won in both phones, in both accounts. We won the same shoes, so we ended up paying $500.
You paid it?
Can you not pay it?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
So no, well, to get back on track, but just real quick. No, I know my team right now we're a little different, but I love this kind of talk. I love it. This is what we should be doing. If we
No, it's because my cousin just gave us like a really good idea of what I was trying to explain. But yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah. So I like this talk, Osvaldo. Keep it up. Don't let them shame you into not doing your thing. If you just have some weird luck, or you're using a bot over there. I don't know what you're doing on that Android. Still get green messages from me, man. I don't like that. But anyways.
They did it on purpose.
People will change the color on it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Jose, my
Can
fault.
You won't mind afterwards. Dude.
Yeah, I can change my color.
Get a real message.
Can you change it to? Never mind.
Yeah, yes I did.
So no, he was just judging me because he thought I just bought shoes that were worth $500, but they were not.
Okay. All right. No. Well, anyways, just quick left turn.
But just to go back into track,
go ahead.
my cousin just said it right here. You become a tourist of your own country.
Ooh, bars.
You do, and it's really weird because people over there, they would judge you and they would treat you like, oh, look at this motherfucker, like what does he think he is? But what they don't know is that here, if you go to high school, mostly because that's the way the country impacts you the more. If you go to high school, you learn the way of living here, and you learn it like really good. Sometimes it's not the best thing, but you learn it. And that's what you got to do. You don't have more options. You have to learn. You have to learn it. You have to adapt. You have to transform. Maybe not evolve, because it may be negative sometimes. Because here, liberties are crazy. The freedom you have, but it's weird. So whenever you go back, you feel like a tourist of your own country, because you feel like you are not part of that country anymore. Because even the jokes, because whenever you go back, the jokes you bring from here, or you bring to your country from here.
On a different timeline.
It's a different timeline, like completely, dude.
Timeline, yeah.
Like over there, the jokes are so offensive and shit, and then if you do the opposite, you bring those jokes here, then it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, cause I did notice that with you. Like your jokes are different. I mean, I think in private you probably still do your thing, and you have like that Colombian comes out. But like before, your jokes used to be like up there.
I know, and then I started feeling bad.
No.
But then I try to be. What is it?
It's your boy, man.
What is it, Osvaldo?
As you should.
Yeah. Because even at some point I told Osvaldo, yeah, I'm sorry, man. Like, I feel like I'm treating you really bad. And he was like, you bitch, you're not mine, whatever. He said he gave it back. But whatever, like, I felt bad.
No, and I remember you doing that to me a couple of times. I remember you, like, texting me, like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm like...
And, dude, I don't know if it's because here... Well, I'm not going to put myself in that word, but we don't use that... We are not that toxic here. Or maybe we don't express it, at least. Or people don't express toxicity in the same way they do it over there.
Well, there's two ways we can understand this. One, the timelines are different. The levels are different. Culturally, can you hear me, or are we good?
All right.
Because the timeline culture is different. When you have low resources and you're closer to the shit, you will.
Got it.
Well, not, but just for see, this is what I mean with you, man. No, when you're
No, I don't care. I don't give a shit because you're right. You're right.
yeah, but what I'm trying to say, when you're closer down to the bottom, that's how you're gonna joke. You are what's around you, and if it's low level, because you guys are educated. That's one thing I've
It's
noticed,
because that's the only thing we can do over there. We can do anything else.
and that's it. And you hit a wall.
We just go to college because it's public, so it's free sometimes, or it's not that expensive,
Right.
and there's no jobs, there's no work to do.
But see, that's what I mean. When a place treats their own people like nothing, because of the level of opportunity and chances, that's how the people are gonna react. So that's why the jokes are even worse, because at the bottom it's worse. Here we can get worse if we want to, if we're in that mood. But usually, no, they're lighthearted, because there's a certain timeline that we're living every day that other people in third world countries are not. So it's that way, and it has to do a little bit with being Latino in general.
Well, that's a big word too, yeah, being Latino. But then, whenever you come here and then you get used to things here, and then you get used to talking to your friends the way you do,
Right.
and in the language you have to do it right here, because if not, it will be weird.
Right.
Then you go over there for the first time, second time, it doesn't matter. I don't think the first time, because, well, most of the times, the people that go back, they don't take 4 years or 5. They will just go back right away, because they have the option to go back. But I didn't. So I had to wait for 4 years to go back. And then whenever I did, it was weird, because the language in my mind, it was not Spanish, or it was not the first one to come, at least for certain words. And then whenever I used to just talk out of my personality, whatever the first word come to my mind, I would just express it, say it,
Yeah.
and then they were like, look at me like, well, why are you, or why are you saying it in English? Like, well, I don't know. This is the first thing that came to my mind, and then it was the easiest way to explain something, and
Yeah.
I didn't know, or I did know it.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
since I haven't used it in a while, then it was weird for me to go back into it, and then boom, it's right there. Then let me use it right now. But they would judge you for that, like boom, right away.
So, okay, and I think that's what kind of the basis of this whole conversation, because I think cultural identity is being able to have a general balance, right?
Balance.
Because yes, we have to adapt. Yes, we have to assimilate to a certain degree. Yes, we have to be a certain way to coexist and be on this timeline that we're on. But the balance is, you should not feel bad if once in a while you do want to joke like that with your close friends, and you want to say that level of joke, because it's, I mean, obviously you can evolve, and it's, let's get away from the jokes. Just, it could be any other close habit. Still nothing?
They're fixing it.
They're fixing it? Nothing? Here, if I need to go over there, I'll go. Here. Entertain them. Camilo.
Put me on camera right now. I will just dance naked.
Give it to Camilo.
Oh, Javi's saying that now. Yes.
Now you guys can hear me?
Ya se oye mejor. I don't know what is going on with the mics.
I don't either.
Like this.
Master, this is master, this is yours, this is mine. But hold up, let me see. This is the volume of the headphone. Mine is? Okay, so let me try something. Alright, anything? Anything?
The cable that is breaking through.
Yeah, I think so too. Anything? Let me see the headphone. Keep talking to him, Camilo. Come on. Give
Oh,
it
I'm on camera right now?
Yeah, tell him what you're doing. Tell him what's on your mind.
Well, we are trying to fix the microphone. Because monkeys may be more bold than we are. Because guess what? They learn how to not change the color of the lights every 2 hours, or more or less 2 seconds. I'll do just one of those TikToks, a stupid guy talking like, if you do 1 plus 1, you get 2. But if you add 2, you get 4. Isn't that concerning? Is it that concerning, Pablo? How come not? So let's cut.
No, we're not cutting nothing. Can you move your mic a little bit towards the center? Let's see if we can just both use that mic.
For sure.
At least test that.
Just like switch off the one.
No, just one mic.
There we go. And then let's use just one camera
let's
at
just
this
see.
point then.
How is it? Can you hear both of us?
How's that going, Jose?
How's that, Jose? Yo, my check. Hey, whoever's in the chat, let us know what's up. Excuse the
It was the mic.
It was the mic?
That sounded good.
That sounds good. A ver, speak, Camilo.
Era Rodolfo el Reno, que tenía la nariz
Yeah.
roja como un tomate.
Alright, so we're good. So let's keep going. So, Osvaldo, keep your eye on the chat if anybody complains.
Diles que se vaya.
No, that's why Jose is the engineer. Anyways, so cultural identity is that, man. I truly think it's truly to have a relationship, like you know me. As much as I'm American and I'm working to get better with my personal cultural identity, but as much as I'm American, I mean I can never stop being Mexican no matter what I do. No matter what, no matter how far I go in my life, I'm always gonna be Mexican, right? Period.
But that's something you don't have to do. Like, I don't want to stop being Colombian.
No. But let me finish, because you let me finish. But it's that balance. Yes, I'm Americanized, but yes, I'm Mexican, and I do some Mexican stuff sometimes, and I speak sometimes in that way, and I joke around that way, and I speak Spanish openly. I don't care, and I'll tell everybody that I'm Mexican. And then but it's just that balance. Like you shouldn't have to feel like you have to stop doing something. Maybe in certain moments that it's not appropriate, don't do it. But like with your friends, your family, wherever you are, if you want to bust a joke like you used to, you should be able to, because it's that balance.
Oh no, I don't mean it here, because I will just bust a joke here and it will be fine. It will be okay.
Yeah.
It's like over
You're
there.
home, you're home.
I feel like they're too toxic, dude. Like, goddamn. Dude, for whatever. Not even those baldes that toxic, dude.
So give me an example.
I don't know, dude. Whatever you
It's
make
just too heavy? Are
No,
we
it's
just
not
too
even
soft
heavy.
over here?
It's not
Are
even
we just too soft over
No,
here?
not tough. Like, whatever. I guess like innocent jokes or whatever are cool. But over there, that's just like babies playing, and I don't like that a lot.
It's just too direct.
Yeah,
Almost.
sometimes.
It's like they're actually shooting at you. Like they
They'll
wanna,
attack you
they
real
wanna
bad,
hurt
and
you.
they will want to make you feel bad, and like you're being ridiculous and shit.
So if we really break it down, well, and not just specific to where you're from, Camilo, well, usually people that react like that is because you're probably doing better, and they probably don't like the position you're in because they don't get to be in that position. That's why I'm sure it was like that, but that's probably why it felt like that, because these people see you happy, man. You're winning.
That may be the thing, yeah. But I don't like that feeling that they're just envy about it, like.
But there's nothing you can do, man. There's
That's
seriously,
true.
because of course we all want to bring our people with us, right? Imagine you're trying to bring a whole country, a whole piece of land of people for them to, because as we're starting to see even now, a lot of people are not made for this. A lot of people are not.
Oh no, yeah, that's for sure.
A lot of people are not made for this high stress, fast society that we exist in.
That's true.
And,
That's true.
and working every day and whatever, and
The rhythm.
yeah, the rhythm is harsh.
different.
If you don't know how to handle your stress in America, you're done.
That's
You're not
true.
going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to do anything, because it's work and stress. Those are the two things. And when you try to have a balance, of course, you try to have a regular life, find meaning. But most people are not made for that. And that's what I think we all should understand about our personal cultures, wherever we stand with our culture, right? Because me personally, over the year, like when I was really younger, I didn't do anything Mexican.
Oh.
Like I didn't do it, but I warmed up to it, right? I stopped going to quinceañeras at 10. I cut that stuff early. I'm like, we're not doing that anymore, Mom. You go on your own, but I'm not doing that. I can't do that. I get itchy. So
The dolls they use during quinceañeras, they're weird.
yeah, and we could definitely have a conversation about that side of culture, Latino, right? But right, and then a lot of things, or like for example, for me, I remember my mom was big on she would invite random family members that I've never met in my life, and she expect me to shake everybody's hand. I'm like, I don't know this lady. She can be bad, and you want me just to right? But as I got older and I started to be better with myself, I'm never gonna be able to be like maybe other people that indulge in the culture, and like you have friends like that. I have friends like that indulge, right? That's their thing. That's their identity. I might never ever be able to do that exactly, but I am Mexican, and sometimes I'm gonna do some Mexican stuff, right? But I've developed that slowly. It took me until like I was maybe 20 to like slowly start to kick back, and I'm still working on it until this day. It's not perfect because that's what I am. That's where I come from. But I was raised here, and I know a certain life. But we can be both. We can be Americanized and still be in touch with our culture as we're existing here. Except we can't expect to be everything because we're not in that environment no more. And maybe I was never in that environment, to be honest. I was only there for 1 and 2.
That's true.
So that's what cultural identity to me is for everybody that deals with that duality of being from here or raised here or becoming here and creating a life and being from another place. Because you can't ignore it, but you got to be okay with your change, and you can't think that you're not better than anybody. People might feel like that towards you, but that's their insecurity. Like, why didn't you come to America? People come to America every day. Why are you not here? Why are you not trying it? Why didn't you go through the struggles that you went through, I went through, working weird jobs and getting money under the table, not having documents for a little bit, chilling. I remember getting pulled over at 16, and he's like, "You have an ID?" And I give him a high school ID. He's like, "We can't read this one." I'm like, "That's all the only one I got." And then they had to call somebody to verify my identity. So going to those like levels, right? But cultural identity is very important because I don't agree with like the people that don't want to teach their kids Spanish. I mean, if you're Latino, like, how you not gonna teach your kids Spanish? That's mind blowing to me. Like, that's when cultural identity, like, that's a different type. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I know I want my kids to speak Spanish.
For sure.
Because
me too.
It's like in more languages if possible. Like, but Spanish, you have to speak it. Like with my brother, I'm hard on him as far as that because he's smart and he was born here and he's fully like Americanized. But he might be a little more within the culture than me. I'll give him that.
Mexican culture?
Yeah, because he likes like the rodeos and he likes doing all that. He's always been into
you guys call jaripeos, no? Something like that?
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know.
But he's not a cut, just to clarify, my brother. It's definitely not far from
Who said it?
No, just, people are listening, man.
You said it because you think it?
Got to defend a little. No, but he's not. If you met him, he would be closer to Osvaldo than anything. But Osvaldo's like a wannabe cut. I don't know.
He's a reptile dude, like.
Oh, sorry, Osvaldo's a cut. Anyways.
Whoa, with that haircut, he's just he's close.
He's close to something else with that haircut.
That's why his quarter lower too.
But that's what cultural identity is. And I think for people that deal with that duality, whatever other place you come from or part of the earth you come from, because one thing you cannot do here is not adapt.
Yeah,
It's impossible. It's gonna like swallow you whole. Like it's just. So that's my second question. So now that you've come this far and you know the game, you play it really well because you're doing well for yourself. And you'll get better. Don't worry, I know. But so when people ask you, "Are you an American?"
Is he an American citizen?
He's definitely an American citizen. I was there.
I am. I am.
You pledged.
You bitch.
Osvaldo, that was cold.
Are you?
No.
Okay. You're not on camera, so that's fine. I guess, yeah, I have to take it. Like, it don't matter how many times I try to deny it.
So why did you try to deny it? Like, why? What was...
Because, well, a lot of times there's more negative than positive things.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, substances, trash food, capitalism.
But nothing's perfect.
Nothing's perfect.
You love capitalism.
I do.
Don't give me that.
I do.
You love capitalism.
Well,
Because I love it. I love it too.
Well, we love it because we have access to that money.
Yeah, but see, and I think I figured it out. Because one thing I always liked about you, and I think about three of you gentlemen, Osvaldo, Jose too, and even Javier, like the reason why I like you guys around me, because you guys have big hearts. Like I know you guys joke around and stuff, but you guys actually have like kind hearts. Like you guys, your level of empathy is a little different, right? I mean, I'm not saying I don't have a good heart, but I'm just sometimes.
You're racist.
No, that's you. Relax, relax.
Yeah, got him right.
Relax. Relax. That's y'all. But we're not gonna talk about that.
You on the spot. If we had an X-ray, you would see his heart.
Yeah, look at Osvaldo. Like his heart is
how
about
you
to
felt?
boom.
That's how you felt, Osvaldo?
What was that so funny to you, Osvaldo?
Tears of joy, dude. Tears of happiness right now. Look at that.
Well, as Osvaldo's cracking his ass off over there, because that's how he really feels. I lost my train of thought, bro.
No, that you were saying that we have good hearts and you too, but you're not empathetic. Not that
No, I
much
am
empathetic.
empathetic, but I'm empathetic in a different way. Not
In a different way,
like
yeah.
the way I see it,
Pittance.
you still guys have some of your innocence.
Oh,
And I know we're all adults here, and you guys are grown men, but you guys, like Osvaldo, number one king over there. Osvaldo, Jose, and you, like you guys have like still a little bit of that innocence you guys haven't lost. And I felt like me, no innocence.
but in what way though?
In every way.
Just because how?
Yup.
every way.
Jose works hard for that innocence.
They haven't deflowered me yet.
Look, I don't like the wording of that, man. But go on.
No, I guess.
But that's what I mean, like, and because of those good positive things that you guys were given by your family or the way you were raised, you can't always be nice. And I know you want everybody to have access. You want everybody to have it like you do. I know you think about your friends. Oh, it would be cool if my friends could be here too. But like at the end of the day, not everybody gets to come, and not everybody gets to play this role. You know what I mean? Because like I said earlier, people live regular lives outside of America. People are living in Singapore, Japan. People live regular lives outside America perfectly fine.
Yeah, well, this is not the best country. This is not a perfect country.
No, but it's the one everybody wants to come to, though. We could agree to that. But not everybody does. But what I'm trying to say is that you can't bring everybody. And yeah, we want everybody to be on our levels, and it would be cool, and it'd be nice, but it doesn't go like that.
That's for sure.
That's like, and I think that's why you don't like saying you are American when you're wearing a full Nuggets hat. No, don't take it off. No. Own up to that shit. No. But that's what I mean. It's okay though. But that's perfectly fine. You are American, and even more, you're an American citizen.
See, that's the weird part about it. I do feel American, but I feel more American than Colombian. That's the problem right here.
But
just because I live here, so it's normal. It's natural. It's something natural.
it can't be natural if you're always gonna live here.
Yeah.
So we'll break it down for me. What is still the clinch on that? Because I feel like I just told you, like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's just I feel bad sometimes because they won't get my way of thinking. Because he may be too naive, as you were saying, too innocent. But I don't know. It just, people doesn't have to be the toxic in every way. It doesn't have to be the hard. Like, okay, life is cool, life is great. Maybe over there it's not. But then, I don't know. It's just too much hate. It's just weird. It's just people. That's the way people may live. I'm not talking 100% in general, but people may live different. But then, the most part of it is just that way. It's just they will judge you for what you are, for what you wear, for the way you dress. Like if you, dude, the way I told you, like, oh, you wear hoodies that's kind of.
No. But I want to go back. No, because I want to point that out because that's what you used to do to me.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you kind of do. You low key sometimes still do it to me. But like at the beginning, every time you would
Hey,
say,
he was the one that called you a mechanic today, dude.
no, that was the look I was going for. I'm not offended by that. I'm into cars. I'm cool with that. That was a compliment. Don't try to get out of this one. Don't try to deviate, like Osvaldo said earlier, because he had his eye on Jose for some reason. No, but you used to do that to me, and now you do it to a lower level, and sometimes you do it randomly. But you used to do that to me, like
Yeah.
especially when you would come around me, and I've always been myself with you, and like why, how much, whatever, you know what I mean? So that was the same thing you would do to me is what they were doing to you.
Yeah.
That's not a good feeling, right? Because at the end of the day, I mean, you know, we've worked for this, we built for this, you know what I mean? This is what's supposed to be happening. I'm not supposed to be the other, you know what I mean? But you see what I mean? what they did to you, you like since you met me, and you didn't do it on purpose. You didn't do it maliciously. This is just unconsciously. You just
Yeah.
did it. You know what I mean? And it was the same thing. And now you got Yeezys on. Now you're doing your thing. So see,
Why is that funny? Why is that funny to you, Osvaldo?
You better get your boy, man.
Why is that funny?
You gotta find another source. Osvaldo's not trustworthy with the shoes.
He is about his flow, Osvaldo. He can't help it anymore.
More X-rays we need over there, Jose.
No, but you're right. Yeah, it was just weird to me because I was not used to it, and then here you see that like it's something that is cool. Like oh shit, he's wearing Jesus and he knows how to combine them and shit, and that's something really cool. But I mean, over there, I guess it's just weird to them. Like the fact that they would just judge you. Like, oh, why are you wearing that, or why this, or.
But they have to play that role because you'll never have it.
But that's something that we don't know. But yeah, in the 80%, 85%.
Okay, 80% if it makes you feel better. But most people over there won't have it. They just won't.
Fake versions, they will.
They definitely, and maybe somebody like yourself can resell some Yeezys for prices over there or whatever. Maybe that's another way. Because I'm sure there's people with real stuff over there. Sure.
Oh, for sure, a lot.
Yeah.
People with money.
Because
like,
in those countries, it's either you don't have it or you do have it. And the people that have it probably
It's really
actually
hard.
have it.
yeah, they'll spend the money on that stuff too. Like the little people with iPhones and MacBooks and stuff, because they can actually fuck, I don't have the word.
It's okay. But
Afford it. Thank you. They can actually afford it, and then that will be great. Like that's great for them, and then they will even judge them. Like the people in Colombia, they will judge the people that can afford those things. They will judge them and whoa, why are you using that? What this and that, whatever.
But at the end of the day, whatever material stuff you get to have because of your environment, that should never be important of like just the basic principles of being human. Just try to be good.
Oh no, yeah, that's
try
for
to enjoy
sure.
it. Just if you do get to have those things, good for you. You worked hard, but make sure the intention is correct. You know what I mean?
It's like, why do you have to be toxic about certain things? That's just crazy to me. Like, why do you wanna treat yourself like that? Get your mind full of toxicity and hate, and that's what you say, hate.
Yeah.
And hate and just being a malicious person. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
It's
Well,
just so unnecessary, dude.
no, it's definitely unnecessary. That's why you don't hang out with people like that. You don't attract people like that to you, right?
Yeah,
You're not like that.
Yeah, and then it's just weird. And I'm not saying all my family and friends over there are like that, but it was just weird that we felt like I felt like it didn't fit anymore. That's the main thing. I didn't fit.
Be part of that anymore.
I couldn't be part of that way of living anymore, and I cannot anymore. Because I'm used to having, and this is gonna sound rude or like I'm a pretentious person, but no, I got used to have my car, freedom, economic freedom. I could do basically here. You can do whatever you want, and if you have the
means,
staff, means, and everything, you can go ahead for it, go for it. Over there is different, and then I felt like I couldn't do that over there, and that was the biggest part. Like I don't fit anymore.
Yeah, and I think that realization is so important because
that was
It's because I also learned that a little bit earlier because that was my thing when I was younger. I'm like, I seen the people around me and I hear how they spoke. I heard how they thought. I heard like what they were doing. And one day I'm gonna bring my mom on this cast and she's gonna confirm what I'm saying because I've always been outspoken. But I told her I don't want to be like anybody. I don't want to talk like that. I don't want to walk like that. What is he doing? I don't want to be like that, right? And when you get that realization, whenever you decide to get it, and you're dealing with this like cultural identity thing, is you have to be okay with separating yourself. Doesn't make you better. Doesn't mean you don't love your culture. Doesn't mean you're not Colombiano. If I'm not Mexican, doesn't mean that. It just means you've chosen a different life. And it's not a cultural thing. It's just you want this. You want to live this kind of lifestyle. Well, this is what we have to do. Look at where we're at right now. We're in the studio because we're trying to do something, right? And we took us a while to change, and we had some laughs. But this is what we have to go, and whatever we have going on over there, right? But it's just choosing what life you want. Some people want to be mediocre, and some people are okay with that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's just the truth of it. But when you choose to become better in every way and challenge yourself and reach a certain level of things. And things, I don't mean having material things, just the way your lifestyle goes, and when you, after you buy your first home, your second one, and stuff like that, and how many kids you have. I'm talking to that stuff. But you have to be okay with it. Like, till to this day, I'm okay with it. Like, I made a choice early in my life that if I do follow that way, I don't know how far I can actually make it. And then when you start understanding how the game goes here, you choose a side. And you have to just separate yourself, and you have to be 100% okay. Doesn't make you better. It just means you want a different lifestyle, right? If you want to be a better swimmer, you're probably going to go swim every Thursday instead of come see us, because you want to become a better swimmer, right? So that's what you have to do now. You have to spend maybe 60% of your time around a body of water because you want to become a better swimmer. So that means you're going to probably start dressing different, get a lot of waterproof stuff. You can probably have to get a bigger car to carry whatever, to go to high rivers. So you've chose a different life because that's the life you want. And when it comes to our culture, we get that confused because we feel like we're disrespecting people. We feel like we don't love people when we try to make that separation. But in reality, I love my mom, and I always will, and she's the reason why I'm here, and we're here, literally. But I'm very different from her, period. The way I talk, the way I think, the way I am, the way I feel, I'm very different, and that's on purpose because she kind of stood stuck, with all due respect, because my mom could have been a lot of things. She's capable of a lot, but she worked on me and make sure I was okay, and you know what I mean? But it's okay. It is what it is. Everybody gets to choose their own lives, and if that's what you chose, you gotta respect it and you gotta do your own thing.
Yeah.
And that's just that separation.
The realization. Yeah, you have to realize, like, you're changing and you have to change just because you choose a different thing, and this different thing is going to bring more positive than negative stuff to your life. And that's good. I mean, you adapt to change, and change is good.
Change is great, man.
And it's on you, like, you're the one that decides, okay, I want to do this to be better, or I just want to stay here and get stuck, as you were saying, and never improve, never try to get out of your comfort zone and stuff.
So let's so we can start closer to wrap it up, because I know you're hungry. So what's the goals, man? Where's your mind at? Where's like the goals? I know you're gonna get that bachelor's degree for sure, and you're gonna do your thing. It's that. But what's like the goals? What are you kind of working on? What do you like you personally? Because of course we're around you, we get to know you, but we don't know what you privately say or do with your people. You know what's where you at? Like where you want to be? What life do you want?
Well, I want a stable life, economically speaking. I want a house. That's my main goal right now. A house for sure for my family, my new family, and what is it?
They're not laughing at you. These guys are crazy. Yo, who's in the chat?
But yeah, house, my physical peak again. I would not reach it.
Oh, you really? Oh, so physical peak.
That's for
You're
sure.
a homeowner, and I definitely think you will.
And then getting some stability, some better income sources, or a more efficient one at least. It's, I don't know, everything.
Okay, so do you want to have kids?
I do 2 kids.
2 kids? Boy,
sure.
girl, boy, no
Whatever
matter.
life gives me.
Nice.
Yeah, no.
Have you imagined that yet?
Yeah, of course.
You would be a crazy good dad.
Yeah, I'll put
You
them
and
to
Jose.
work.
Osvaldo got some work to do, but you and Jose.
I'll put them to work.
You and Jose would be great dads.
I'll
Osvaldo,
put them
I
to
don't know.
work right there, to work for me, to clean the bathroom, do stuff like that. 'Cause that's another thing, like, however you grow kids here in this country is weird. It's different.
And
it's
that's
hard.
why, because I don't want to keep you longer, but because I do remember you bringing that up. You're worried about that? Because I remember at some point you even said you would take them back to Colombia and raise them over there.
I will, yeah, because they need to learn how to be humble. Look at Osvaldo.
He was taken back. He looks humble. You don't think Osvaldo's humble?
He doesn't even know how to say empezamos, dude.
Hey, well, tampoco. If we're going to start there, I got to speak up. Come on. You know, I just learned it yesterday. What do you mean?
Hey, he's learning big words like hola, buenas tardes. He's progressing a lot. He's trying his best.
Oh, love it. We got to get these gentlemen on camera for you, ladies and gentlemen, watching us.
I want to be there for sure. God damn, I have a lot on Osvaldo right now. No, but yeah, for sure I want to have kids, and yeah, I was scared, I was worried about it because well, they have a lot of freedom too, and I don't like that much
But
freedom.
I always go back. Of course, I don't have kids, ladies and gentlemen. I've raised a lot of people, but I do not have biological kids. But I've definitely raised a lot of people. Y'all know who y'all are. Yeah. Nah, they don't even get to be that. Anyways, orphans, pickups by the firehouse, bro. Anyways, I think if I ever get to go that far, it's just how you run the household. How you talk to them at the house. How much time do you spend with them? How much do they trust you?
Trust, I think it's
do you
a lot of
actually
trust,
eat
yeah.
dinner with them every night at those growing important parts from maybe to like 5 to like 13, 14, or even less, 5 to 12? Do you really develop that? Like, because at the end of the day, everything and I'm not comparing kids and dogs as the same, but this is the closest example I have. My dog is a reflection of me. Everybody's dog is a reflection of them, or and even further, your child is, because they watch you every day. We all have pieces of our parents, all of us here, and sometimes we might not notice it, but they're there. As much as I chose to not be like my mom, I'm like my mom. I'm an angry person, bro. Don't push the wrong button. My mom's an angry person, but I have that from her. I know that, right? So it's just how you run your household. If your household is dirty and the kid doesn't listen to you, what do you think he's gonna do outside?
Shit.
Right? So I think it's that. But, ladies and gentlemen, because my young friend here and everybody's out in the room, we're kind of hungry. I appreciate everybody. I think we have 6 viewers.
9. We got to 9.
9 viewers. Appreciate that. You know, we got to do the subscribe thing. You got to do the like thing. We got to get up there. Please do that. This has been another Higher Thought cast with HT, Jesus, and Camilo, and Osvaldo and Jose as the engineering team. Thank you, everybody. Peace.
They notice them a lot. They notice them a lot for sure.
That's why we got to get them on camera. You can stop. Just click stop. Stop on the